From the cradle to the grave, now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have a thoughts. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the green is the. I'm a player on the late night tip. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog, check the skull.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Looking to throw. Hunter. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Man open, it's Moss complete. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Jackson in last week's game, 14 carries and a touchdown. Back to throw. Hunter.
And while he may not verbalize it, in his mind, going up against this defense, one of the worst rush defenses in the league, he's thinking 200-plus in this game.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. leading from the gun. Hunter. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jags have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make foul.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now it's Jackson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Back to the air on second down. Hunter. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Intentional grounding, offense.
In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Off the play fake. Hunter. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. And we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he slides to avoid the hit. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Throwing on first down. Hunter flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. To throw on second down. Hunter under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Zach Brown coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
Full start. Offense.
So that'll back him up 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, Hunter. They shakes it up, and he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down, and the first play will be a field goal try. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. Wasn't my bad. Let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Here we go now. Green.
First down, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Parker the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Looking to throw on second down. Hunter. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Off play action. Hunter. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8 yards here, so that gets them back within striking distance. And now it's third down.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Hot! Ohio! Ohio! Bang, 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 bang! Hot!
To throw on third down. Hunter, flush to his right. He may try and run for this.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Off the play fake. Hunter. They'll roll him out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Here we go! What? 90! What? 90!
Looking to throw. Hunter. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still third and long. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
So that one will be accepted.
Still third down.
And they still need 6 yards here on third down after the penalty. Operating from the gun. Hunter buying time to his left. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this one is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. A dump off for Davis. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. The pass complete to Ryan Graham. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And again, it's Mayfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Mayfield with it once more. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll return it from the 6. 21 yards. Well done on the return. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Off play action. Hunter. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. 23
yards on the play. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. So much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
They'll run it with Jackson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Off the play fake. Hunter. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Back to throw. Hunter. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Thrown outside, complete to Moss. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Hunter. That's caught at the 2. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. LaShawn McCoy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And it's up and good. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Escaping the pressure right. And fights him off. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hunter. He gets it left side to Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Ohio!
On 1st and 10. Hunter. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars continue to roll. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Looking to throw. Hunter being chased out left. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move, He was able to do that on that play and picks up.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They'll try to get the run game going. Here's Davis. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Cameron Wake in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. They could get it done, but guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play. I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Throwing to start the drive. Hunter. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Operating from the gun. Hunter. And an alley run. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Back to throw. Hunter eluding the pressure right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They get it to him running left. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. And oh, it's blocked.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Mark Barron. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On 1st down, Hunter forced out to his left. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. How about that? Their cornerback, 28 yards. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So from the 39 now, 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Flex round! Flex round!
To throw on 2nd down. Hunter steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Hunter flush to his right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Ohio! Ohio!
From the gun, Hunter. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Time for a break. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Grand 38!
Looking to throw. Hunter buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Flex round!
Operating from the gun. Hunter dancing to his left. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Chargers getting set to go. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth. But they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Underneath to Davis. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
They go play action. Mayfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Mark Barron. He was looking for Parker that time. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Back to throw. Hunter. Flushed out right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead will swell by one more. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Second down, Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. One last shot from Mayfield here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium